Hello everyone, welcome back to Geek Disorder's web series over HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, and jQuery. This is Lavik. I'll be walking you through this series. Today I'm going to be going over how to set margins for your HTML5 and HTML elements. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We need two HTML elements to add margins to. So I'm down here, I'm just going to create, let's see, I'm going to create two divs, and that will work. Actually, I'm going to create a div and a section. That way I don't have to use classes or anything. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put some content in here. I'm just going to put, actually I'm just going to put the names of them. Section. Right here, I'm just going to put div. Alright, let's see what we have so far. Let's launch this in Firefox. And we have div and section. Alright, so let's go open our styles and let's create, there we go, there's our div, and let's create a section style. Alright, I'm gonna give them both a background to make them easier to see. Make the div red. Go ahead and copy this, move down, and I'm gonna make this one blue. Alright, let's see what we got so far. Alright, that's what we have. Let's use the width and the height that we learned about. Let's do a height of, let's say, 100 pixels, and let's do a width of, say, 100 pixels also. I'm just going to copy these and move down to my section and give it the same thing. Run this in Firefox. Alright, there we go. Div and section, you can see they're right up next to each other. As far as the div being above and the section being below, I mean, they're right on each other. So let's say I want to give them a little space, make the section a little further down, not right up against the div. So how do I do this? All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look, and we use something called margins. And to do this, I just put margin, okay, and I can do, say, 15 pixels. Alright, and if I run this, alright, there we go. And you see I added this on the div. And you see when I put 15 pixels, not only did the section move down 15 pixels, but the div moved away from the top 15 pixels and away from the side 15 pixels. Alright, and it also has a 15 pixel margin you can't see on the right hand side. So there's a few different ways you set your margins. Putting just one number like this sets the margins for all four sides. Okay, that's the reason it moved over from the left, down from the top, and pushed the section 15 pixels away from its bottom. So how do I set different pixels? Well, there's a couple different ways. I can set it. Different margins. I can set it like this to set all four sides at once. I can also, let's see, do two numbers. I can do, say, 20 pixels space, and then I can do like 50 pixels. Alright, and what this does is it sets the top and bottom with the first numbers. So the distance from its top and its bottom will be 20 pixels. Okay, so you should see the section pushed away 20 pixels, and then the next number is the right and left, and I put 50 there. So let's go ahead and launch this. You can see there's a 50 pixel margin to the left of the div, and down here this is now a 20. Alright, so let's there's also another way. Okay, we could just put all we can do let's see, how about three numbers? Okay, with three numbers, what it is the top is the first number, the right and left is the second, and the third number is the bottom. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's do, say, 30 pixels on the top, and remember the second number is the right and left. Let's do 10 pixels, and the last one is the bottom. Let's do 40 pixels. Save and launch this in Firefox, and there we go. We have right here 30 pixels, and that is the top. Alright, next we have the left and right is 10. Alright, and the bottom is 40. You can see it pushed it down 40 here. Alright, and alright, with just using the word margin, there's one more way to do it, and that's just to specify each single side. And you go in order of top, right, bottom, left. Okay, so if I set this, I'm setting the top first. I'm gonna do 50 pixels. Alright, next is the right hand side, which we can't see, so I'm just gonna do 0 pixels. The next one is the bottom. Alright, so let's just make that like 4 pixels. And the last one is the left hand side. Let's go ahead and push that away 40 pixels. And so here we are. Let's launch. Alright, and there you go. The top is 50 pixels. The right hand side you can't see, is 0 pixels. Next we have the bottom, which is 4 pixels. You can see it's just got a little bitty space in there. And then of course we have the left, which is 40 pixels. Alright, so yeah, that's just using the word margin. Now there is also another way to set this. And if I delete this, and what I can do is I can put margin dash top, I can put margin dash bottom, I can put margin dash left, and I can put margin dash right, just like that. And then I can go in here and I can set all of these. There we go. I'm just gonna set them all to 5 pixels, which I could have just used a word, just the word margin and 5 pixels to do this a lot easier, but just for learning purposes. And there we go. I set every side, every margin on every side to 5 pixels. Alright, with these, with margin dash top, bottom, left, right, you don't have to use all of them. You can just use one. Okay, there we go. We set a 5 pixel margin for the top. All the rest of them, you can see they don't have a 5 pixel margin. Okay, so that's some of the different ways you can set the margins. You can use auto is another way, and with auto, I am going to show you. I'm going to delete my section here. Okay, and I'm actually going to put a paragraph inside of my div. Alright, so let's and I'm just gonna put hi. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna come back up here, and I've deleted my section, so I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna add the paragraph in, and let's give our paragraph a background color. Let's give it a background color of blue. Okay, and now I am gonna set the width of it, and I'm just going to give it, let's say, a 50 pixel width, and that's what we have. Let's launch this in Firefox, and there we go. Alright, so one other thing I want to show you is with margins, I can do margin, okay, and then I can do auto. Save this and launch this again, and you see it centers my my paragraph here. Okay, and so that's one way you can center something if you like. I just wanted to point that out. Okay, but this has been Lavic with Geek Disorder. If you have any questions over margins, please feel free to ask. And if y'all do like our content, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see y'all next time.